exercises for early strengthening, range of movement and balance that can be done after surgery or radiotherapy or chemotherapy. Nothing should cause pain or be uncomfortable, so if it does, please stop the movement, get in touch with me if you see me or speak to your healthcare provider. Thank you. We're going to begin with a sit to stand exercise. So you're sitting in a hard-backed, solid chair, taking your feet just hip width apart, your knees straight down to your ankles. You can use your hands if you like, or have your hands on your knees or your chest, and you're going to stand up and sit down. Standing up and sitting back down again, using your hands for support to guide you back into the chair and to push up if you like. We're going to do 5 together, so this is number 3. If you'd like to do more, then you can pause the video and do some more. Standing all the way up and then sitting back down again. Good. We're then going to stand up one more time, and come to the back of the chair. So you have the chair here for support. We're going to do some calf raises. So feet are again about hip width apart. You're looking forwards, lifting up through the centre. Hands on the chair for support, pushing up. And then heels come back down again. Exhale as your heels lift, squeezing the legs up. Inhale down. 3, 4. Thinking about a straight line as you come up. 5, rather than your body tipping forwards. Again, if you'd like to do up to 10, then you can do. Then I'm going to step into a lunge, having the chair beside you for support. You're going to step forwards with the opposite leg, so it can be as long or as short a lunge as you like. Your knee is facing forwards, your foot's facing forward, and you're dropped down at your shoulder. Standing here, heel can be lowered on the back foot, or you might find you want it raised. If you feel balanced here, you can let your hand down to your side and then possibly raise it up. You might want something on the other side for support. If that feels too tight up the front of your body, then you can keep the arm lowered, and as I say, if you need support, then just keep that there. We're going to step back and swap to the other leg. So you can, again, find your balance, take your feet slightly wider apart, if that's easier. Back hand can stay lowered, or you can see how it feels to lift it. Breathing in on the way up, exhale, bringing it back down. So again, inhale, arm lifts. If you're doing that, exhale, arm comes back down again. Stepping the feet back together once more. We're going to come down onto the floor now and do 3 movements and exercises down on the floor. So if you have a strap close by you, I can ask you to bring that, or a dog lead, dressing gown cord, that sort of thing. We won't need it for the first couple of exercises. So the first one, you're lying down on your back. Okay, I'm just going to turn the camera for this, so it's a little bit easier for you to see. There we are. Alright, so we're down on your back. Feet are hip width apart, toes are pointing forward. If you'd like something underneath your head to have good neck alignment, then pop it in. But you don't want your chin poking onto your chest, and you also don't want it poking up to the ceiling. So you want your neck to feel like it's nice and straight. Hands can rest down by your sides here. We're going to do a glute bridge. So the breath is exhaling with the effort on the way up. So inhale to prepare, exhale, lifting pelvic floor. Pelvic tilt goes back, so you're squeezing the small of the back into the floor, and then you're lifting up. Inhale, placing your back down. Exhale to lift. It might just be a very little lift, or you might be working a little higher. Exhaling to lift, that's number 3, squeezing the buttocks on as you lift up. Lifting, 4, and lowering. Last one, lifting up and lowering down again. Good. Whilst we're here, we're just going to stretch our arms a little bit, so keeping the legs where they are. Hands can either join clasped together, or you can use your strap here. I'm just going to take a breath in, arms come up, then breathing out, they come overhead. Now they may well not come all the way down to the floor, that's okay, just take them to where they come and then let them come back down again. Lifting up and lowering. The clasped hand version would be overhead, bringing them back down, lifting over, just to where it feels comfortable, where you start to feel a stretch under your armpits, in your back, side body, and back down again. Good. We're now going to move on to our sides, so I'm going to roll away from you so you can see me here. Think about what you need under your neck, once again, for good alignment. So, making sure that your neck is straight. I need something under my head here. You're taking your strap round your foot, if you're using it. And then you're just slowly taking your heel up towards your bottom. So we're stretching out the front of the hip, the quads, the front body again. If you're not using a strap, you might just want to bend your heel up towards your bottom. And if you're using your arm, you might want to clasp a hold of your foot and draw your heel up there. It's really what feels most accessible to you. And then you'll let the leg just come down again. I'm going to roll all the way back over so you can see once again on this side. And the last thing we're going to do here is just mobilise into the hip joints a little bit. So the top leg lifts, it's just hovering straight above the other one. You're going to bend it up, straighten it forwards, bend it back, and then reach it back behind you. You might want to use your top hand just on the floor for stability here. It's like you're taking a step, but you're on your side rather than standing up. 3, stepping forwards, taking it back. A little bit easier when we've not got gravity involved. The outside of the muscles are having to work to hold your leg up. And then let your leg come down to rest. So those are a few movements to try for strengthening, for flexibility, and for some balance. All right, thank you very much.